Okay, that was I Know, pardon me, by Girdma. And we're just going to be using that to do this on. Let's go ahead and bring up something real quick, because now it's not firing. I should have enough to be able to do both screens. Howdy, 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 howdy. How are you? Howdy, howdy. Howdy. How are you? How are you? How are you? Hey, what's going on? Just now I saw that. Like and sub. What's going on, Kobe Music? Um, yeah, that was me singing. That was me on everything. I was playing drums, guitar, bass. That's all me. That's Scared Me, my one man band. I'm back here in the studio actually right now. I got my drum set over there. I got my guitars here. I got some basses over there. I got acoustics behind me. I can drum. Son of a bee sting. That's gonna leave a mark. All right. Basses, guitars, acoustics, microphones. Oh wow, cool man, appreciate it. Thank you. This wasn't really. I was just wanting to share the song that I really appreciate that, and it is royalty free. So if you yeah, thanks. It's all mostly Equinox stuff, custom jobs from China. Like this is a Strat, but I got a mahogany body, and I got a zebra humbucker in there, so it's like really hot. And the bridge, man, that thing smokes. And then the other one back there, that I designed that one. I designed this one, the Concorde. And if I get in the light, damn it. I'm going to light up a little bit. I'm a nocturnal type person, but you know. Yeah, it's got a Strat horn there. It's got an LP horn here, and then this is all Paul Reed Smith shape. It's even got an arch top to it. And we got the P90s in there, so it's nice, and the yin yang signs for the inlays. Hang on, move the right, dude. There we go. Yeah. That was me playing all the instruments and singing and stuff, and I just want to do a real video like about how to make space in the mix, in case anyone doesn't, you know, how I do it anyways. It's probably the wrong way, as I said in the description, it's probably the wrong way, but this is how I do it. I'm signed to Blue FX Records. I don't know if I've got one of those up there. Yeah, I've got logos. Bam! But yeah, Blue FX Records, man. I'm actually gonna be doing a DJ thing over there on their channel for too long, playing a lot of their music and stuff. Well, other artists from Blue FX. So let's take a look at this real quick and see what's going on here. So put a picture for a second there, and then we can turn on the monitor. Take a look at what we got here. We got this Capitol Studios reverb. It's a really, there we go. Don't want to move that. Let's listen to it. I know you don't wanna be waking up next to me. Say whatever you will. That silver fork tongue is sharp enough to kill. So you will. A little bit kind of cool, but not really. A little bit too much. Come on, stop now. Yes. Yeah. So there, I have these two tracks here. Let's go ahead and strip them down to just the vocals. I know you don't wanna be. Doesn't really have much room in there. Waking I want it to be a bit bigger. Up next to so I use this Isotope Vocal Doubler, which is a free plugin. Say whatever you will. That silver fork tongue is sharp enough to kill. And then to give it some room in the mix, once I get the mix done, I do a static mix here. And then I bring in a submix with just the effects, so that way I have a clean, balanced mix of the song. No effects. Well, aside from like the vocal doubler to give it some room. This bass lane here, right here, will give the bass some room. If you have bass issues, not bass issues, but if you just mixing bass. Another free plugin.
then choose which frequency you want to widen. This window, so no one wants to see me over there anyways, so. And the way you do that, the way I did that was add his core. The exact same track. This one's been EQ'd a bit. Already starting to spread out a little bit. Get the fundamentals there in the center, and it starts to spread out a bit on the high end. Whereas this is just focused, beefed up. This one fills out the sound. Layers. You can do it in 3 even too. You can do like the bass sound, the low of the bass, the mid of the bass, and the high of the bass, depending on how you want to do it. If you want to like spread out and go around the vocals and then come back in, like in 1.5 and higher, bring back in the center. You can do that kind of stuff. You can get inventive and put like the bass like in the center, the highs over here on the left, and the mids on the right. Get weird, get funky with it. Why not? I mean, you could just. These are the high ends anyway, so if you had to combine with the guitars. So yeah, and then to make space in the actual mix when you're just doing dry tracks and stuff like that. Again, to make the bass a bit wider. Free plug-in. Bass line, free. Go Pro, get the big one, do it right there, and that's how they give it for free. There's another one that's out there, it's a free amp, but that's more of a, it's not really for mixing. Put the thing on while I'm talking so I can see if anyone's talking. So I usually don't check the comment section at all. I just mix so that way I don't worry about that. I don't worry about who's in or anything like that. It's not that I don't care, but it's just, I mean, I'd rather do this, make sure that I'm staying on track, because otherwise I get distracted and shit. So I'm gonna minimize the screen. I won't be able to see anybody's comments. And then again on the bass, so we can reinforce it. Layer on top of each other nicely.
Enough to kill.
It's bringing everything in.
You will. Yes, you will. I don't know why you can't see just how much you mean to me.
See, when it stops, it just stops. Then make a little bit more room by making a submix here. On this side, you notice all these are off, but I can bring them in easily.
I know you don't want to be.
Makes the taste.
Waking up next to me. Sharp enough to kill. You will. Yes, you will. I don't know why you can't see.
So kind of that's off.
Just how much you mean to me. You can say
for backup vocal, that's really hitting hard. So why don't we just bring the input down and make some room? It's at -6, so that way it doesn't drive too hard into the, which one was that anyways?
I know you don't wanna be.
Okay, that was that one. So it's to dent the sin level a little bit.
Waking up next to me. Say whatever you will. That silver fork tongue is sharp enough to kill.
Y'all gotta share this UAD. This thing takes a lot of CPU, but it's so good. I just want to listen. Again, that's another way to make room in your mix is to put a reverb on it, and you'll set it back a little bit or further up in the mix, depending on how wide, how wet you mix it, all that stuff. A lot of people say on the send, like I'm doing, to send it like full wet, so that we can mix it in. I don't like that. I just don't. I think I get better results without it. Again, this is probably the wrong way to do it. I don't care. This is how I learned and taught myself. I used to mix and master on a 8-track tape cassette that I had back in the 90s. Then I went on to Cakewalk. That's why I like the graphical interface to look like actual gear, because I actually had outboard gear. And so that's not necessary, but I mean, it's not that I can do. I really like that plugin for vocals, and I like that one for, But this is actual real gear from Abbey Road. I was modeled off of real gear. But it even looks, it looks like the knobs and stuff, and yeah. I like the compressors that actually look like compressors, and the saturators that look like freaking. Where you at? This is actually the black box. Where is it? Oh, it's loading over here for some stupid reason on this screen. Okay, I can't get to that just yet, can I? No, you guys decided to do the stupid thing, didn't you? Yep. So we're gonna go to this one right here, because you will not beat me. I don't lose. I'm telling you, I'm sorry. See, I told you. I don't lose, man. There it is. That's a very nice reverb. I love this one a lot. This is Muscle Shoals. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, but this is modeled after, not modeled after. This is like IR from Muscle Shoals. And so if you want to sound like you were recorded, with where the Swampers recorded, you can set it where they put the bass, where they put the drums, where they put the organ keys, the vocal strings, and the piano in this room. If you'll play, let's see if I can get it. So you can see the kind of, I don't even have this one brought in. It's mono reverb. We got enough bass kick drum in there. I don't want it to go into the reverb and, so just bring it down to at least something. You can get all the way out. See? But you can just some of the other characters too, so it's about there. And then I don't solo it. Now, is there a reverb on BFD? Yes, there is. But they have more than just reverb. Let me actually show you this real quick. Sorry about that. Yep, try to move over here. Okay, so this is Nick Mason's kit from Dark Side of the Moon. Alan Parsons sampled this kit. Supposedly, I don't know. I mean, it could be lying, but he's actually pictured posing with it. Let me see if I can pull that. You don't need to worry about what happens when I drop P into the platinum samples into my tab. You don't need to worry about that. That's not your business. You worry about making space. Not anything bad, but you don't even know what I do when I'm doing it when I'm typing the P or B. You don't know. You don't know me like that. Don't. I'm not the only one. No. Let's see products. Let's see. We're gonna go to. Oh, it's not Platinum Samples. It's eTemp. That's who it is. Durr. Platinum Samples does have a lot of really cool producers. Can't get this page, really. Oh well. This is Nick Mason's kit. Don't have time for the dead air. There are several snares that come with this. Oh, I used the Rod Morgenstein, so let's use the Nick Mason. See what Nick Mason's snares there are. Not Nam. I said, and maybe I did say Nam. But yeah, this is the Black Beauty. And the great thing is, like when you load it, a lot of them have that snare. But the cool thing is, you go here, and you go to the snare bleed. And time to turn on the snare bleed, and it has actual thing for turning down the tom resonance and shit like that. Also, there was actually a snare, like the resonance on the bottom, especially with these. I mean, that right there, how much it hits the snare. Just turn that down, and it'll turn down how much. This says a lot. But this one, the Rod Morgenstein. That's probably why I did that. One of the reasons why, but I like the sound of this one better. So now I could put a reverb on this master bus because I didn't feel like I had enough reverb, but that ruins my whole dry thing. So instead, I just the ambient mic they have. They have the overhead, the ambience in the room. Let's make some room. That's how far away they are. This is how wide they are. Mono wides. Regular stereo. There's nothing going through the ambient that long. Listen how long. What I'll try to do is try and get a match of the sound with the room. Solo out the kick. I won't bring the toms in just yet. I'll bring them over here. Just this, there's got more velocity adjustment. If I was banging this shit out, rather than taking it easy.
You don't wanna be waking up next to me.
That wasn't all just stupid with my big head in the way. That's why I tried to turn it off. I don't like to be in the picture at all. It just ruins things. It just gets in the way. So we're just gonna move forward here and work on ways you can create depth, width, space. There's lots of options for the vocals. Let's just try and take that again back to this. And I'll try and get some of the annoying out of there. It's going to be really hard because it's still my voice, but I'll try. Come on now, why are you doing this to me? I don't like when you do. I told you I'm going to win. All right, let's check something down.
I know you don't wanna be.
Can't remember if this is this B1 or this Behringer C1. It's not a good mic. I mean, it's like $30 to $60.
Say whatever you will. That silver fork tongue is sharp enough to kill. You will. I don't know why you can't see.
Because we got a good sound there. I think it's decent.
Just how
No, it's a bit
much
loud.
you mean say
I wouldn't do this on my main track, but
whatever
let's go ahead and show you how you can add some.
will. I know that I'm gonna love you still.
Sync to the host, and that just saves you a lot of having.
You still.
If you know the beats per minute, adjust that. If you know the milliseconds, you can just do that. But I just do it with the host, and that way I just adjust how.
I know you don't wanna be waking up next to me. Say whatever you will.
Now, if you want to adjust,
That silver fork tongue is sharp enough to kill.
if you already had a vocal line, you just double it and bring this in. Or
I know you don't wanna be.
again, I would do this on the. I wouldn't do. This would be my. This isn't how I do it, but these are things you can use to get some room. Let's go ahead. Season's greetings. So let's go ahead and bring up DX. I mean, we got Aura. We got a bunch of stuff we can use. Just start with Aura. It's a very, very, very powerful reverb. You have different times to choose from: space, soft, echoes, reverse, room.
I know you don't wanna be waking up next to me. Say whatever you will. That silver fork tongue is sharp enough to kill. You will.
There's a delay.
I know you don't wanna be waking up next to me. Say whatever you will. That silver fork tongue is sharp enough to kill. You will. Yes, you will. I don't know why you can't see just how much you mean to me. Now you can say whatever you will, and I know that I'm gonna love you still.
That's the actual track. It's coming through the mix most. First and foremost, hitting your ears is this dry track that won't have that on there at all.
I know you don't want.
And you build space in there on the effects track. I guess I could just do that, couldn't I? Move. Just show it up that way.
Waking up next to me. Say whatever you will. That silver fork tongue is sharp enough to kill.
As I put it over there, and it still has a sound.
You will. I know you don't wanna be waking
No, it's
up
reinforced.
next to me. Say whatever you will. That silver fork tongue is sharp enough to kill. You will.
This is Capel Chambers, made by UAD. and right now they probably have like a patent or whatever on it. But the Capitol chambers, they've been, in case you don't know, they're the chambers are underneath Capitol Records, a big circular building. It's in every fucking movie. They're at the top, you know. This guy right here. With Capitol Records at the bottom, Les Paul designed some echo chambers because he's a freaking genius. Everyone's saying whatever about whatever, blah, blah, blah. We all, if you're recording and multi-tracking, no matter what you're doing, you owe a debt to Paul. It's like, at least like, hey man, thank God made Paul. You know what I mean? Because Les Paul's a, jeez, dude, genius, absolute genius. Wait, that's why this sounds so good.
I know.
They did IRs of this room, of these places underneath Capitol Chambers that were designed by Les Paul.
I know you don't wanna be.
You can use this to bring in.
Waking up next to me. Say whatever you will. That silver fork tongue is sharp enough to kill.
It's not sharp end of it.
You will. Yes, you will. I don't know why you can't see.
It's a bit of an ethereal kind of feel. And meanwhile, like I said, the main mix doesn't have.
I know you don't wanna be waking up next to me. Say whatever you will. That silver fork tongue is sharp enough to kill. Yes, you will. I don't know why you can't see. Yes, you will. Just how much you mean to me. Now you can say whatever you will. And I know that I'm gonna love you still.
Yes, indeed.
Love you.
Sorry about that. All right, so guitars. If you need a little bit more space on your guitar, you don't want to flood your mix with a lot of reverb and stuff because we just cleaned it up with a lot of. Now, if you want them to sound like they're in the same room, you send them at the same bus. They're coming over here. See, predominantly. Then use that Muscle Shoals type reverb that I put on that one. Any kind of reverb will help because they'll sound like they're both. Okay, that was good. Okay, what the refrigerator door? Here we go. Again, I'm self-taught. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. This one's a very light one. They're both coming through this. Now what? Good. So yeah, you can hear the echo right there. And cut the gain out of it. I mean the bass out a little bit. We can do that right here also. Let's just go ahead and turn it off right now. Another way to get room would be just to use something like this. You use the mid-side EQ, and you adjust the EQ mids and sides differently from the from each other. Turn off the parameter link, and now when I move this one over here, they don't move together. But if I turn the parameter link, now they move together. I don't know if I can set it where they'll be different and stay at, yeah. No, they won't. They lock together. I was hoping they could do different, but they don't. So if you move one, just move the other. I was hoping it could be like locked in ratio, but it doesn't. It's okay. I mean, it still does the job. You know, if I needed a 3 to 2, I couldn't move like, you know, equally. I could, but not with one. Damn it, I talked too much. Okay, so. We'll mess with that right now. So, cut out a lot of the rumble and stuff there. You already panned left and right. Let's give them a little bit. I do want the mono below the bass about 300. So I can do mid and side, or I can do left and right. Now sometimes people do a balancing type act. If they boost it 1,000 over here, see how that draws your attention. What some people do, at 1,000 up on this side, cut. This one boosts about 5. Like cut around the same way. Now you don't have to know this, but it just gives a definite distinction between the left and the right. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be brighter, it's going to be more dull. And you have it more. I brought this to the center though, didn't I? See? I think it's monoized. So water, getting water. Now, it doesn't feel as far apart anymore because it seems like there's a bridge right in the middle, the reverb that they're sharing. That's the original sound. Let's make some more room. Look how they push out beyond the speakers even. This is as wide, not as wide. This is as wide as I go. This is as wide as I can go. But I got some windows. That's why I didn't do that. Which is even wider. How's it pushing wider than as far as you can go? Left and right, this way, left and right, this way, left and right, this way. Pardon me. There's more room for your drums to come in and your bass, which will be shooting right at the center, right? They'll fill in the gap. Don't worry about missing that space because you mix in a way that sets this boom right down the center. This is all reinforcement mix. This is not the actual mix. This is all reinforcement. See, we're just only dealing with mixer, and then you can just mix and adjust till it's right and for what sounds right to you. As I said over and over, there is no right or wrong. I mean, I'm probably doing it the quote unquote wrong way, but there is no such thing. If I like the results of what I'm getting, then what's wrong about it? You could get better. I could get better what? That's what I want it to sound like. Nut off, fucker. You know, shit. I don't care. Yeah, there's lots of videos on how to do it the right way. This is what I've been teaching myself since, like, you know, late 90s. I started working and recording in like about 97.
Just how much you mean to me. Now you can say whatever you will, but I know that I'm gonna love you still. Love you still.
Alright, so that's like, you know, several ways to do the same thing. Let's try and listen to a vocal a bit and think of any other kinds of ways to spread things out. We got chorus. Chorus is a good way to spread things out. Let's see if I can find one. This is a free one. Choir. No, that's not Antares. I'm sorry. Arturia. I did get those free. They were on giveaway. You do a trial. I got throat and choir. Those are really cool. If you needed to do, no, I think choir is a chorus. Might as well load it up. I've got it. And I talked about it, so let's do it.
I know you don't wanna be.
Notice any difference?
Waking up next to me.
Need more room in your vocal?
Say whatever you will. That silver fork tongue is sharp enough to kill.
How tight do you want them together?
You will. I don't know why you can't see just how
That's a mess.
much you mean to me. Now you can say whatever you will, but I know that I'm gonna love you still. Love you still. I know.
Sacrifice some volume
I know,
for width.
I know,
I know. Do you know? Do you really know? No, you don't know shit. Shut up, dude. Why are you even singing?
I know.
No, you don't. We just covered that. We just covered. You don't. Oh, I don't want to say it. No, I don't want to say it because I'm just goofing off. Don't want to keep any changes I made, so let's remove that. And let's go ahead and add in something else. Arturia. Refract. This one, I don't know if this one's still free or not. I know you have to get the Arturia downloader, and they had it free. There were several ones they had free. There's a reverb, there's this, and there's something else they had that was free. I'll have to look real quick. Filter, MS-20 filter. That's really cool if you want to do some weird, freaked out stuff. No, I don't want no buzz features. I already know buzz features. This would do some crazy stuff, man. I really like it a lot, but it's like an automated kind of the filter section of I believe what's that? Not a Rhodes. It's a keyboard. It's a type of keyboard, a vintage keyboard, and it can do some really crazy stuff. But we're gonna turn it off right now and check out Refract.
I know you don't wanna
High pass out the vocals.
waking up next to me. Say whatever you will. That silver forked tongue is sharp enough to kill. You will. Yes, you will. I don't know why you can't see.
Just the amount.
I know you don't wanna be. I know you don't wanna be. Waking up next to me.
Actually, the other one's not. I'm not exaggerating it by putting another. Nope, already got that off of there. Cool, making sure. Just checking. Doesn't hurt to check anything. You got a band pass here if you want to put it back. Just checking. You can actually automate to do this.
Say whatever you will. That silver tongue is sharp enough to kill. You will.
Oh, what else you got there? I think it has to get the refraction first, huh?
I don't know why you can't see.
Wow, that was weird.
Just how much you mean to me. Now you can say whatever you will. I know that I'm gonna love you still. Love you still. I know you don't wanna be waking up next to me. Say whatever you will. That silver forked tongue is sharp enough to kill. You will.
Some width.
I don't know why you can't see just how much you mean to me. Now you can say whatever you will. I know that I'm gonna love you still. Love you still.
See? Just tweaking it out. Like hardcore.
Love you still. I know you don't wanna be waking up next to me. Say whatever you will. That silver forked tongue is sharp enough to kill. You will. I don't know
funky with it. Get crazy with the cheese whiz. Don't hold back. There's no mistakes that you can make. You can do whatever you want to do. You're making music, not a cake. You're making music, not a cake. There's no recipe for great. Just throw some shit into a plate. Hope the people don't wait to get on the gravy train. You know what I'm saying? They want to jump on the gravy train and ride with you. If not, just keep on fucking riding if that's what you want to do. Otherwise, you just want to make money. So go get a fucking job. So, back to the plan.
I know you don't wanna be waking up.
Right? Not bad. Is there anything else you can do on guitars? I mean, there's lots of stuff you can do on guitars to widen those. I got Pod from here. So let's take a look at that. So that. If you have a guitar that's just acting a bit wonky in the mix or something like that, let's take a listen. Well, we can put mods. There's some mods in that. There we go. See? Making room. It's just moving around. You don't have to do anything, you can just change the speed. Get crazy with the cheese whiz. Why get silly? I mean, why stay serious when you can be... See if we can make this work. You're supposed to move the elbow, you know? And why does it move? Well, you're supposed to keep it still. Who said? Oh, yeah? Who said? I feel like moving it around. That's what it's supposed to do, right? It's supposed to adjust the output so you don't clip. Just do that. There's a rule book. Did you get a rule book? I didn't get a rule book. I got a manual on how to operate the DAW, but a rule book as far as making things with the DAW? No. Quick, diffuse the chorus before it explodes. Oh, wait, I can just go and I'm done. Okay, that's cool. Let's keep going. See what else this thing can do. Okay. No, I don't want to think about that track right now. When played off of. It's a bit more room, doesn't it? Most don't you have to, but it's just an idea of things to do. Yeah, this is a manual. Oh, it's just a lever. To make things funkier. Awesome. The only manual I've found is a manual to make it funkier. patient again. Doing things right when I don't have to know what to do. Screw that. I should know the milliseconds. Oh, I don't know, it hurts. Okay, that hurts. Flanger, another way to do it. Flanger stereo, see, that's the way. I don't know what to use that for, but you know, everything's got a place. Somewhere. In God's heart, somewhere. Everybody. And everything. You may not get called up very often, but that one time you do, everyone go, what was that? Hey, that was my special weapon. Didn't see that coming at all, did you? Whoa, buddy. Random, what? That's an H. Should be that's a G. Random. I love that. It's a bit too much, but how could you not love that? Random. How can you plan that?
Just how much you mean to me. Now you can say what.
How funky enough for you? Alright. More traditional. Funk it up. Let's get funky with it. Leslie? No. Go back to the screen there. Rotary. Another rotary? Nice. I know that stuff. I just know. It might be your head. Before. And after. It's a bit of modulation. Will give you some nice widening effects, obviously. I'm trying to think of, like, we have chorus. There are mid-side processing to give you some more room. Again, anything to get your sound out of the way. That's the main goal. Is you got this guitar here. Then you got another guitar. And they got to be able to shut this way. Sometimes separating them isn't enough. In this case, it is. I try to default on less is more, especially on this part of the mix right here. I mean, look on the guitars over here. There's a room, but that's for showing off today. I don't actually have that on there. I'll remove that. So, because I can put room reverbs right here, and on top of that, on the speaker cabinet, I can just go to the speaker cabinet right here. There's also almost all of them have something similar to that, and a way to mix it in. So I could, especially if I'm using the same one. Sometimes I'm not using the same amp. This is amp blocker, but it's got room right there. And how far away? Right there. Does it do the actual, like the shadows? No, I don't care as long as it has a sound, and that's fine. It does. It has a. This is a really great sound. The Dudemeister especially is very, very nice and clean. And so I think, does this one have the pod form? Yeah, it's a pod form. It's a volume control on the front end too.
You don't wanna be. I know you don't want.
But it'll crank up and down to adjust a bit more of the grit and a bit more volume to get some more dynamic and breathe more. That's another way you can get things out of the way. Like when they're not necessary, try automating them so that they will dip out of the way. In this day and age, there's like tons of automation stuff that you can use. Right here, I use a MIDI controller. These are MIDI signals, and I just controlled the volume. And then when it gets to a spot where I want to intensify, let me see if I can get this. And then once it's done, see, it's slowly, because it's my foot pedal, and as it's rising up, and it's slowly but rising up. But that's actually how it actually controlled it. So I could have gone through and just erased all the points between here and just did it on linear, but that's actually how I recorded. Same with that one. And then you can just duplicate them and copy them, or you can just keep recording volumes. I mean, like if you want the bass to do just different things, but you can just copy and paste it, and then copy and paste this, and then change what the output of this is so it controls different things. It's a whole nother amp. Even the amps that don't really want to handle, this one doesn't have a volume pedal, probably because it doesn't really want to handle it. But with the pod form that with this right here, it handles adjusting how much gain and how much is going in. I don't know what they do, but they do it. And I did it with Audio Assault. I used their compressor and just adjusted the amount of it's a sensitivity and like level or something. I adjusted the level to go between like about 28 and then dial up to about 85. So that way it's never, no, actually I think I let go full blast. Let's go full blast, I think. I don't know, it may not. I know I don't want the gain to go full blast. I probably don't. But that just keeps it from, overexciting and stuff like that.
I know you don't wanna be.
Is my foot a little nervous going in? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it was just bad. Or I was trying to play and whatever. But I can control the wall the same way. I got another pedal. This one controls, that pedal controls just volume. So once I set it up for this, I just copy that and paste it. And then everybody comes in and out. Look, everybody's coming in and out at the same time. Getting loud or not. This is a control for something else. I have one for my wall pedal. Oh, there it is, right there. It's the wall control. It's not there. Turn it off now. Alright, so we demonstrated lots of ways to do between panning. You can obviously pan left and right. It's 49. Let's put this one back to about 40. I'm not going to save it, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, there's a modulation. Look into modulation effects to give yourself some width in your. Go ahead and close this out. In your mixes and stuff. No, we do not want to change that. I know, bro. So yeah. I thought that the hand slap is not enough to turn the camera on, is it? No, it's not. So you gotta actually click a button. There you go. There you go. That's it. That's how you just some things for widening. There's actually an effect for stereo width, but I kind of showed that in the EQ. It has a stereo widener. So if you wanted to do something like that, they have different companies have stereo widening. Waves. Blah, 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 blah. Can you find one for free? Absolutely. I've done a video on how to get free plugins, free DAWs, and all that stuff. I did a video on helpful hints and stuff, and this is just a little hint on that one. The other one I did what little I know. Was on basically compression, EQ, and dynamics, basically, and setting levels. And then this one was about widening up sound so you can get more mix space to mix your song into. And yeah, by doing those two things, you can minimize the amount of jumping beyond what you want to do, and you're kind of front loading the master. I don't know if you saw, but I was getting like 8.9 loves, clean, with a good dynamic range. Bring that in to be mastered, it's already fucking, no matter what volume if they drop it down like a few decibels, it's still gonna be, it's got a lot of volume. If they ask and say, that's too much, can you bring it down? But absolutely, just turn that knob a little bit. And how much dynamic range would work for you? 12? Sure. Just adjust how much is compressed, Then send it back. I mean, this day and age, you just send it over in now. You can get mastered, and there's AI tools that are free from like iZotope. So you can mix, master, you can do everything free. Most DAWs come with whatever. The only thing you're gonna need somebody to convert your audio signal into your computer, but sometimes even that, if you have a microphone in, then we get down to like, what do I record on? Your computer or tablet, whatever. And if you think that's expensive, go try and buy a 8-track tape recorder at like 18, 19 years old with, you're paying your rent and shit, and you don't have any other, there's no such thing as spare cash, but you still gotta get it. Because otherwise you don't record. That, I didn't play. I was going to play the first song I was going to play. I was going to say that was, well, it doesn't matter talking about something I didn't do. So, anyways. Well, hope this is helpful in any kind of way, shape, or form. If not, it's free. Just have to pay attention. I don't even know if they're putting commercials on my stuff. I haven't authorized it, but YouTube put it on my reviews, and so all of my reviews I took away. I took down. Fuck them. I got a video on that too. And then about 3 days later, I got an email from YouTube. It was a mass email telling everybody we might put commercials on here. Because there's someone probably watching this right now, making sure this, content at, whatever. I'm not breaking any rules. Tobacco's tobacco. Right? So, I'm not breaking any rules. Even when I smoke my tobacco in the pipe. It's not against the rules. I do cuss, but I did say there's no kids. I said this is not made for children. So if a kid gets in here, there was a kid, I love him, Kason, he's funny. Cool dude. But it's like he said he's 12. I'm like, you gotta go, guy. You gotta go. You can't stay here. He's like, don't make me leave. I'm like, I can't make you do anything. But if anyone watches this back, they've got to see the part where I go, you gotta go, man. You can't. No, this isn't for you, bro. What are you doing here? This is past your bedtime. What are you doing? Nope. I'm not going nowhere. I can't make you leave, but when your parents watch this back, I gotta say, yeah, he learned it from me. All right? Yes, he did. I'll give him that. Watch what I say beforehand. You gotta go, kid. No, this is not for you. I gotta go, kid. This is not for me. Coffee's for me. That's about time for what's that? 10:10. Big fat hen.